All right, so let's go ahead and try some stoichiometry problems now. Okay, so we're starting with stoichiometry 1, which is the basic problem. Okay, so what you need to know for this, you need to know first that your chemical equation is always expressed in terms of moles. So for example, 2 moles of aluminum, okay, plus 6 moles of hydrogen bromide will be producing 2 moles of aluminum bromide plus 3 moles of hydrogen gas. Okay, so this whole thing is in moles. So one premise is that you must convert all your numbers to moles before you use your reaction. Okay, so let's start with the procedure. So our question is, how many moles of aluminum bromide are produced, okay, from 5 moles of hydrogen bromide? Okay, all right, so one thing I like to do is to organize this information. Okay, what information do you have? What information are you given? And what is your goal? Where do you want to go to? Okay, so what information are you provided? This is usually the numbers that you have. So in this case, you have 5 moles, okay, of hydrogen bromide. Okay, what's the goal? Well, how many moles of aluminum bromide are produced? So you want to get to moles of aluminum bromide. Okay, so how do we go from one place to the next? Okay, so remember, you must be in moles in order to be able to use your reaction. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. Okay, let's organize our procedure. So if we're starting in moles of hydrogen bromide, okay, then you must go to moles of aluminum bromide. So why can we do this? Okay, directly. Okay, when you exchange between compounds, like in this case, hydrogen bromide and aluminum bromide, if you notice they are different, okay, you must use your chemical equation. So in this case, you have hydrogen bromide and aluminum bromide. Okay, so I'm missing here a 3. All right, so you must use your chemical equation for that. And in order to be able to use your chemical equation, you must have moles as your units. Okay, so how are you going to proceed from moles of hydrogen bromide to moles of aluminum bromide? Okay, well, here in your equation, they tell you for 6 moles of hydrogen bromide, you will produce 2 of aluminum bromide. So your equality will be for every 2, okay, moles of aluminum bromide, you will need 6 moles of hydrogen bromide. So once again, notice here that the coefficient is taken directly from your reaction. Here you go, 2 and 2. Here 6, it would be 6 here. So here's your starting point, your ending point. Since you're already at your goal, okay, then you can proceed to the setup. Okay, what does the setup consist of? Okay, to use this equality as a conversion factor. So for example, 5 moles of HBr, okay, hydrogen bromide. Okay, to be able to use this as a conversion factor, we need to make it a fraction. And we're going to choose on the bottom the one that you need to get rid of. In this case, HBr. So 6 moles of HBr would be on the bottom. On the top, you would have 2 moles of aluminum bromide. Okay, so that means that these moles are going to cancel out and you're going to end up with moles of aluminum bromide. What's left to do is to just multiply the numerators. Okay, multiply all your denominators, which in this case is just the 6. Okay, and your result is going to be in moles of aluminum bromide. Okay, the numerical form of this, it's 10 over 6, okay, which in this case would be 1.66 moles of aluminum bromide. So you always make sure you highlight your final product. In order for a product to be correct, you must include the number and your units, okay? Moles of aluminum bromide.